two NFC East contending, the two NFC contending teams in back-to-back weeks. Ocho, what did you make of this ball game? Jordan Love was 19 of 31, 292, two touchdowns, no interceptions. Jayden Daniels was 24 of 42, 200 yards, two touchdowns, no interceptions, but he was hounded all night long.
Yes.
They pressured him relentlessly, and they took him down 4 times. The Commanders were unable to get a running game going, Ocho. They had 19 rush attempts, 51 yards. They took the running game away, and they unleashed the hounds on Jayden Daniels, and they win the ball game 27-18. What did you like about what you saw from the Pack?
Listen, from the Packers, everything. Obviously, Micah Parsons was the story. Jordan Love and those receivers were the story. They're what we heard about leading up to this game. But to me, the back end defensively for the Packers, Xavier McKinney, Brother Nixon on the one side, they were, to me, the most surprising, which popped out on film, which is one of the reasons why I think the Packers are going to go very far this year, not only into the playoffs, but make that run in the AFC to contend for that Super Bowl championship. This is the Packers haven't started 2-0 since I think 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And they look phenomenal, not just on offense. In Jordan Love, the receivers did exactly what we expect them to do. I'm hoping Jayden Reed is okay. I think his collarbone, he might have fractured his collarbone.
Yeah.
You can tell with the way he fell, and they put that weight on it.
Yep.
You already know.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else stepped up. Everybody else stepped up offensively. Jordan Love did his thing. Josh Jacobs did his thing. But that back end for the Packers, obviously not having to. The poses and the threats that the Washington Commanders did have were nullified. They were nullified because their back end played extremely well. They sitting on routes, sitting on plays. Normally, that another team, you're not sitting on them.
They know they don't have to play. They don't have to cover long because they know the pressure is going to come. So they know with Rashawn Gary, they know with Van Ness, they know with Micah Parsons, they know with those guys, Wyatt and all those guys, is going to generate a pass rush, and we don't have to hold up long. So, until they show us they can hold up, and there's a chance we get a double move. Okay, but we sitting on everything. Hey, we're gonna stand. Hey, we're gonna stand back here, and we don't believe you have time to run by us. So if you run by us, the coach is going to say that's on me. So you'll have to back up and have to play them a little bit more honestly. But when you got that kind of relentless pressure, and the only thing that really saved them a lot tonight, because Jayden Daniels does have legs, because they were coming. He did not have a whole lot of time to throw the football. And once you neutralize that run, now you've made the Commanders one-dimensional. Once you make a team to one-dimensional, now they're at your mercy, because guess what? We already know you can't run it when you want to. We control the terms of this agreement. And the terms is you're going to have to throw. We know you have to throw, and we're coming to get you.
Yeah, there were 2 plays with a defensive back, Brother Nixon, for the Green Bay Packers that stuck out to me on film. He was playing off his 7. He did his 3-step read. He's not even looking at He's not even looking at the receiver. Receiver's coming off full speed. His eyes locked in on Jayden Daniels. 3 steps went, those eyes shifted back to the receiver, and he stayed so fundamentally sound. He didn't panic, and his pedal never came out of his pedal. Dude tried to run a stop route. Man, he broke on that. It almost got picked going the other way. Then came back later on in the game and say, okay, we see what you're trying to do. We're going to study you now since you're so aggressive and you're jumping everything short. They tried to pump him. He stabbed just a little bit just to throw the timing off a little bit. Speed turn, got right back in the hip side, knocked the ball down. Those 2 plays to me stuck out tremendously for me, because I understand how difficult it is to transition like that as a DB, and having that eye discipline and being technically sound and savvy, being patient to be able to do what I saw tonight in those 2 plays. It's easy to do in practice, but seeing them execute it in a game, knowing that the pressure is going to get there, man, hands down, that back end to me for the Packers stuck out on film.
Back-to-back weeks. Last week, they allowed 246 yards to the Detroit Lions, fewer than 250 yards to the Washington Commanders. That's back-to-back weeks. That's the first 2 games of the season since 1995. Micah Parsons generated a team-high 8 pressures. He had a half a sack on 37 pass rush attempts in his second game with the Packers. 6 of Parsons' pressures came in the second half. Look, he's an edge guy. You know, and I understand they got a lot of edge guys, and so you're going to have sometimes guys going to have to line up inside, and it's all congested in there. But he needs to be in space.
Yeah.
So he can use that quickness. He can use that ability to move and bend those edges. I saw the thing they were showing like DT at a 40-degree angle, Micah Parsons at a 42-degree angle. Both can bend the edges. But I think that's the thing is, Ocho, you're right. That back end looked really good. But when you get that kind of push up front, you ain't got to hold up long.
Right.
You ain't got to hold up long. Kraft had an unbelievable job at the tight end position. He had 124 yards, the most since Richard Rodgers in Week 13, 2015 against Detroit. That was the miracle in Motown, the Hail Mary game, Ocho.
Yeah.
They've been losing the whole game, and then Aaron Rodgers rolled, and Richard Rodgers plucks the Hail Mary. But defensively, there's nothing not to like. Look, Jordan Love, he was late on one throw. He should have had another touchdown early in the ball game. He was just late.
Oh, to Matthew Golden, the one to Matthew Golden. That was 86, and it allowed the DB to recover.
Yep. I don't know why he put that much air in it, though.
Yeah, he looked like he tried to touch it instead of just let it go. Just let it go.
Ain't nobody over there, bro. Just go ahead and throw that. And then he had another one. He put too much on it because Golden had split the seams.
Yeah.
And he probably should have used a little a shorter club.
Yeah.
He had too much club.
You know what? When just in comparison, Matthew Golden runs a 4.4, right? And I look at that play. And this is where I think Tyreek Hill is so special. I didn't mean to bring up Tyreek, but a play like that, a ball like that, where Tyreek is in that position where he's split that safety in that corner, he makes that catch and runs.
Yeah, but that's the difference between. I mean, people
runs
like
right up under that ball.
But that's the difference between 4.2 and 4.4, though. Yeah, you're right. He's gonna run up under that.
Right.
But there's a good chance if he hitches, Tyreek's gonna outrun it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So the thing is, maybe in a situation like that, you can't take the hitch.
Yeah.
You just got to basically when you just let it go.
Yeah.
Because Tyreek with a free release.
Yeah. Oh
Tyreek's gonna outrun that.
It was free.
Nah. I mean, because the thing is, you got to make Tyreek drop step. You got to make him do something. You can't just let the man have a free release like he running 100 meters, just free go.
He gone.
Well, you really asking for trouble. Yeah, but you had to be really impressed with the Packers. Look, I'm not overly concerned against Washington. That was a buzzsaw. That was a short week, and that's no excuse. But if you can't run the football against a team that can generate that kind of pressure, you're going to be in for a long night.